Hello, welcome back. This is going to be pretty short, no pun intended when you see what we're doing here. Because when it comes to non-transforming Transformers, I normally don't buy many. You know, I did kind of a review for the Transformer Prime R.E.D. RC figure. She looked pretty cool in the box. I pulled her out. She didn't want to stand. And one of all her many hands kind of broke. The original one that was in her wrist socket, it just tore apart. I'm like, great. So, and she's so thin, she doesn't want to stand. Well, and I did see another red figure at Ross. I saw a Megatron, and I thought about getting it, and I looked at the figure kind of close. I'm like, these red figures really haven't aged well. So let's go back a ways to about 2006 or 2007. I do not remember where I got this from or what series this is from, but it's Predaking. He's got a little bit of metal on him, which is mainly kind of his feet to help give him some balance. Everything else is plastic. But despite how small he is, he's got pretty good detail. His head swivels, his arms move, his feet do not. I thought the wings come off, but I'm not going to force it. No, they don't come off. I thought they did, but no. He's all one piece. Now the razor claw thing there in the middle does not move. His wrists move. This can come out. Maybe I know it can, but maybe I shouldn't pull it out. But wow, it's a tiny little Predaking, and I keep it at work next to my Masterpiece Creation monolith. It's just huge. So seeing that the difference in size between the ultra large third party version of Predaking and this tiny little thing, I mean, look how big it is against my hand. Let's back out a ways. We just looked at Studio 86 Bumblebee, and you can see how, oh come on Bumblebee, you can see how small this Predaking is. It's so tiny, it's almost cute. But I mean, wow, talk about a shrink ray kind of moment here. But yeah, from about 2006 2007, has 2006 on the bottom, Hasbro. So there you go. Wow. Just pretty neat. Like I said, I normally don't buy many non-transforming Transformer figures. This was a cool exception. Let's move on to the next one, which I'm not finding a year. I don't say a year on this stinking thing. But it's this tiny little G1 Megatron. Hasbro won't give us a gun anymore because of toy laws and blah, 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 blah. And once upon a time, some boy said to a cop, hey, look at this. And it wasn't a good ending, happy ending there. But I don't think it was a Megatron. I think it was something else. I don't remember. It goes way back to the 80s, guys. Just way back to the 80s. But we did, and I do have a Nerf gun. I do have the Nerf looking Megatron from around 20 something years ago. What was it, 2005? Around the time this came out, I think. But I don't remember. I've had this for a while. I've had this at my desk for the longest time. It's just so funny looking. It's this, super deformed G1 Megatron, and it's just so cool. I normally keep it at my desk. There we go. Wow, that's actually a really good image of this thing. And I love how the super deformed Japanese look to it. Just tiny. He's still got the frown. His left fist sticking up. And let's see here. Let's look at this guy a little bit. Okay, so nothing on this guy moves. He's just solid plastic. He's just one piece. Not gonna move. Not gonna move. It would really be cool if the head swiveled, back and forth, if at least that, but it doesn't. I don't remember how much this cost, but like I said, there is no date on here. I have looked, unless I'm missing it. But if you know what year this came from, let me know. I've had him a while. 8 years, maybe 10 years. I can't remember which. But, I've had these two for quite a while, and I can normally keep them at my desk at work. Let's now go to this guy. Now, in the same vein as the PVCs, Japanese PVCs, which kind of were released over here, but you had to go to certain stores like comic book stores or stuff like that. This is what this reminds me of, except you don't put him together. He's already come together. He does not move. Nothing on this moves. This was from the I almost said $1.50. $1.25. Some people call it the 5-quarter store now instead of Dollar Tree, Dollar General, whatever. It was $1.25. And of all of these ones, I liked Megatron better. I didn't like the others. I think there's a Megatron, Starscream, Bumblebee, and G1 Optimus Prime. Maybe it's just those 4. And I like this one the best. I'm like, hey, I'll get this. This is really cool. So this actually came out, well, I was going to say this year, but I just bought it a month or so ago. A few weeks ago. It's got 2022 on here, Hasbro. But, I just bought it. And for what it's worth, it's pretty cool. And it does remind me of those PVC figures that Takara brought out like ages ago, like 23, 25 years ago. And boy, my cousin and I chased a lot of those down. I got almost all the parts of Metroplex, but never did. Ended up selling a bunch of them on eBay years ago. So I don't think I have any of them anymore. I think you had to chase down Fort Max. You could chase in the different waves of all the boxes. You could chase parts of Metroplex. And I think parts of Omega Supreme too, if I remember correctly. And even then, the parts didn't stick very well. They really didn't. So and of course, this is not as well made as those, but still, it's G1 Megatron. And that makes 2 G1 Megatrons that I have. They're just tiny. Just tiny. Let's see here. Let's compare this Megatron to battle damaged Prowl. He came in that 2-pack. Tiny. I mean, he could step on him for sure. So last one. And I don't know how many of y'all actually kind of chase or buy any of these up or anything. Made in China, number 34346, Jada Toys. And he does say 2024 Hasbro, $5. You can get this at Walmart right now, or you can get him right now at Dollar General or Dollar Tree. $5. And of all the ones that I saw, I like the Optimus Primal the best. Die-cast, he's almost all metal, not completely. But none of his parts move whatsoever. And I don't want to break it. Maybe it's supposed to. It kind of looks like it could, but I don't want to force it. So, but he's still cool nonetheless, especially his pose. But yeah, this Optimus Primal I really like. And then on another trip, I picked up the G1 Optimus Prime, which I wasn't too fond of, but it looks okay. And I got that for a friend at work and gave it to her. She still hasn't opened it. And I need to tell her, just open it up. It's not a keepsake. It's not going to be worth anything. Just open it up and enjoy it. But it's still in its original little box. It was like, $5, and I said, Merry Christmas 3 months in advance. But man, this Optimus Primal, I really like that. The paint app isn't great, as you can see a mistake on his mouth right there. Is not 100%, and you got some blue on the top up there as well, a lot of bleed in, but that's kind of being nitpicky, but still, just to have an Optimus Primal that is not only also, again, super deformed of some sort, kind of like that one, come on, is just really cool. It took me a minute, about a minute to try to get these guys in focus. So yeah, what do y'all think? I mean, like I said, I don't overdo it with non-transforming Transformers so much, but I really thought these were cool. And another way to be able to get, two different little G1 Megatrons, Optimus Primal, and a tiny little Predaking of all things. I thought was, hey, yeah, that's pretty cool. Great. Now, I guess I'll just leave it at that right now. We'll see you next time. That's all we got. All we got. Thanks for watching. Just had to show off some of these because they're just nice little paperweights for the most part. There we go. There we go. We'll see you next time, and give some comments down below. If you have any of these, which ones do you have? How long have you had them? Which one is your favorite? Do you have any from maybe this line or the Dollar Tree line? Can you help and remind me where this came from? Or even, I think he was from the metals. I'm not sure because he has got some metal on him, but not much on the Predaking. But let me know what you got. What you like, it'd be much appreciated. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. And as always, Autobots, roll out and let's transform. Oops. Oh well.